Good morning. This is Tuesday, September 14th, Master Pattern Report, and I'm your host, Dr. Bob Flower. Well, last week, silver broke $20. We've been calling for this move since last January. Oil bounced up, but we see this as temporary. We're short oil here. Interest rates are moving up. We also called for that move, and I'm a little concerned about that. That's not good. Government is almost out of moves to keep them low. The economy is beginning to look more and more like the long-term 15-year Japanese recession. Which comes about as close as you can to a depression. This week we see silver moving to $21 level, and perhaps in the next 3 weeks we're going to report to you on this. But it looks like a top may be around $23. We'll report more to you. We should have a clearer picture by the first week in October as to what a top this year will be with the silver. But $23 does look like a good top. Oil should top out somewhere around that $77 mark where it's been for the past couple of days before it starts back down. S&P will top out this week. We think by this weekend we'll see the last run-up for this phase of the S&P and the Dow. Interest rates should hold here temporarily at this level right now. Key date for silver is Wednesday, the 15th, tomorrow. You may see that move occur then. Then you should watch it until next week, whether it backs off or whether it makes the run for $23 within the next couple of weeks. Okay, so what else is happening? Well, the government is struggling to try to get the economy moving, but are making it worse and worse with no beneficial moves in real estate, and they're not getting it. This is the major factor that's killing this economy. Whether it's unemployment with the huge related workforce in construction and construction-related supplies, equipment area, we're not going to go anywhere, folks, of any significance until the real estate issue is dealt with, and I'm afraid that may cyclically, pattern-wise, that may not occur for another 5 to 5.5 years. But we'll talk about that at a later date. Now, I came up with a concept I want to run by you for, Obamaville is trying to get the money from us folks that are working hard and making money to those that are poor or running into some hard times. And I have an idea that would help all three low, middle, and income categories. What if we were to do this? What if the government were to pass a resolution that would allow the low income and the middle income people to establish income tax loss credits? These people that are having hard times, and they usually run their budgets at a loss. They're borrowing money and whatnot. The best thing that happens to them is they don't pay taxes. However, with this concept, what they could do is they could take their tax loss and sell it to a higher income level individual who is making money, so that they could enjoy that tax loss and gain from it. And listen, that could be as high as 25% of whatever their tax loss happens to be. It's a good way to get money from the rich, who could use this, to the poor, who could also use it on their end. Right? There wouldn't be any exchange between the high income and the high income, because that's only going to foster games, and government would probably find a way of screwing that up. But it's an easy system. It's a people-to-people system. Okay, all it requires from government is a law. IRS can monitor it very easily and without any additional costs. Okay, and there would be severe penalties for those that cheat. Severe penalties, because this could be monumental, folks. This could be a quote shift in resources that the socialists want, but doing it everybody's benefit. It's a true potential movement. Okay. Okay. So, what do you think about this? Let us hear from you, and send this idea to your government rep. See if it's possible to get something on the books, especially with this movement that's coming to move government and improve our governance. And talking about that, we're going to see coming soon bankrupt cities and states with no means of federal bailouts. So far, we've seen the bankrupt cities and states, which, by the way, the Master Pattern called for 3 years ago. Okay, but I think you're going to see this as a reality by next year, at the latest. Government is rapidly falling apart. And over the weekend, it was interesting to hear what some Democratic lawmakers had to say about government staffers and advisors. For instance, Birch Bayh, Senator Birch Bayh from Indiana, was talking about how the people around Obama are idealists, professorials, and their idea of reality doesn't match. So what they're trying to do, according to Birch Bayh, and it's a very astute observation, is they're trying to generate cures or fixes or direction as if things were ideal when they came in, instead of dealing with what the issues are. Okay, they're trying to completely negate where we are, where we started from. We know that there were a lot of mistakes that Bush made. We know that we were in the hole. We wanted them in there to fix it, not to complain about it and to use it as an excuse for them not being able to correct the situation. Okay? All right. Now, by the way, the Chinese stock, the PIN stock that we talked about a couple of months ago, is now up to 24. We're not in it any longer, but if any of you are, it's been making a move here. Keep an eye on it. I'm not so hot on the Chinese economy. They're supposedly doing well, but there again, it's a game of cards. You go to China, you go to these brand new buildings that they've built, gorgeous. Nobody's in them, and no toilet facilities. So I don't know what we're. Watch it. Further, I think it's interesting to note that insofar as the master pattern is concerned, we are 214 timing calls out of 219. Our directional calls are still at the 62% correct level, but this will improve soon. Hopefully very soon, by the end of this year. Hey, listen, have a great week. Let me hear from you, and I'll be talking to you next week. Thanks a lot.